Alright, I feel like this video will probably be one of my most important videos on my channel forever. Um, I don't really have I don't have any like notes or anything. Um, just gonna say whatever's on my mind about this topic, but the topic for today's video is mental health in trading and and yeah, just mainly just mental health, but that can branch off into many other topics. But I want to say like the number one thing, or the only thing that I'm thinking about right now is um telling picking who you tell about trading, because I mean that like everyone always says that, like, oh, don't tell people that you trade, but the reason why you shouldn't do so is because one, it sets expectations on yourself from other people. One, so say like you do really good one day, and then all of a sudden you tell other people, and then they're going to think that you're supposed to be doing that every single day or every week or every month, and you haven't even reached the state of consistent profitability yet, and that's just like added extra pressure, and now you have to perform for other people, because if you don't, then you're going to let those other people down. And another thing about telling other people is everyone's view on trading is already like, oh, trading is gambling, it's just luck whether or not it goes up or down. So that's already like, people already have like a negative condensation. I don't even know if that's the right word, but that's just what came to my mind. So maybe it is. They already have like a negative view on what trading is and how it works. So telling other people, especially people who are not like familiar with the trading scene, they will already have a negative point of view on what you're trying to pursue and succeed in. And another thing that I don't hear anyone talking about is you don't want to you don't I mean, it really depends, but like, I would not suggest trying to put your friends on with trading, especially if you're not profitable yet, because um, you got to realize that everyone is not you, and you have to really think about what it takes to succeed in this business venture, because 98% of people can't handle the mental battles, and um, they can't control themselves, and they can't get over themselves. And like, you don't know what amount of stress that other person can take, because trading will really put you in a dark spot, and you don't know if your friends or whoever you're trying to help out, you don't know how they'll react to those situations. But you know yourself, because obviously if you're already profitable, or if you're like, if you know yourself, like me, I know I'm never going to give up. I know I'm never going to do like any harm to myself or to anyone else. But you don't know what those other people might do in the situations that you've been in. Um, and I think that's really important for people to realize, because a lot of people just think that like, oh, like, I mean, if I can succeed, then, maybe I'll just help my friends out. But they're going to have their own mental battles and mental warfares that they're going to have to get through. And you don't know how they're going to react. You don't know what they're going to do. So, um, I would say just be very careful with who you tell um, about trading, or who you try to help out. And yeah, that's pretty much it for that topic. But another thing I want to talk about in terms of mental health and trading is you really only have yourself. And I think it's very scary sometimes because, um, on top of you only having yourself, I'll get more into that after this, but for me at least, it feels like everything that I do is on the line. Like, I see it as whenever I fuck up and whenever I make mistakes, not only am I affecting my future, but I'm also affecting those around me because in like when I succeed, the people around me will also have a better life. So every time I mess up, every time I screw up, it's not only my life I'm affecting, it's everyone around me because I feel responsible to take care of everyone else because that's just how, like, if I'm going to do this and I'm going to be the one to do it to change my bloodline, to change my family for generations, and I keep every time I mess up, it's like that thought of like, not only are you messing up for yourself, but you're messing up for everyone else too, and that is also like another burden, um, in terms of mental health. And I know there's probably other people out there that think like that too, and I know that it can do a lot of damage to your mental health because you feel like you're responsible for a lot of things and you carry a lot of weight on your shoulders, and um, yeah, it's very hard to balance that amount of responsibility and that pressure to succeed, and it can be like scary at times because if you can't fix yourself, if you can't get over yourself, then not only will your life um, remain normal, but so will everyone else's lives. And that's kind of just like, it's really all on you. You know, you have to be the one. It has to be you. Like, you have to be the one to do it. You have to be the one to change everything because if you don't, then no one else will. So, um, back to what I was saying about how you only have yourself. In trading, it's really you only have yourself. Um, when you are sitting in front of the charts, looking at the charts, it's just you. When you are sitting there deciding whether or not to take a trade, it's just you in your head. It's you versus you. And I know people who don't trade. If you even made it this far, you're probably not gonna understand what I'm saying, but it's really you, but inside of you, it's you versus you, and it's just constant back and forth, and that's also just another like mental health stress factor, especially during the beginning stages when you don't really know which voice to listen to, and then you listen to the wrong one, and then that also just adds more stress. And then when you break your rules, when you blow your account, when you do things that you know you're not supposed to do, there's no one there to like comfort you or make you feel better. It's literally just you, and that like is so like, it's just, I don't really know how to explain it. It's like it gets so hard at times, bro, when it's just like you fuck up and there's no one there to be like, oh, it's okay, or oh, I mean, tomorrow or next week, it'll be better, it'll be fine. No, bro, it's just you. And that's the worst part about it because you're the one that fucked up. So if you're the one that messed up and you're by yourself, that's just gonna make things 10 times worse because all you're gonna want to do is just just beat yourself up and just dig that hole, that mental, um, like that mental void, and just keep digging at it and digging deeper and digging that hole deeper and beating yourself up because you think that by you disrespecting yourself and just beating yourself up, you think that's making you feel better. But in the long run, that's really like not healthy for you at all, especially for your mental health, bro. Like, you, if it's just you, bro, you only have yourself. And if you only have yourself, then you can't do that. How would you feel if you messed up, right? You broke your rules and um, you blew an account, let's say, and then you have a friend and they're over there telling you like, oh, you're such a dumbass, or oh, you shouldn't have done that, like, look what you did, like, that was such a dumb trade, like, you're such a bad trader. Like, if someone else is saying that, you'd be like what? Like, what are you talking about? But like that's literally what you're telling yourself in your head in the moment. So it's like, why is it wrong for someone else to say it to you, but when you're telling yourself those negative things, it's okay? Like, and I understand because I have been there. I mean, I don't know, I'm pretty sure majority of people have, but like, bro, it is, you go into a very negative spiral when you mess up and when you do things you're not supposed to. And it's very easy to give in to all of those negative those negative thoughts and those negative emotions about yourself, because you think that you expressing that negativity will make yourself feel better, but it really doesn't. Like, I'll show you, I have this full journal. This is all like written journals on my like post trading day, and like ones where I just like messed up very like really bad, bro. Like, you can see I literally like express my anger and my emotions through my writing, bro. And you can see like the cussing, like the big words, like me just literally just writing, like trying to just get it all out, bro. Like, look at this, bro. Like what even is this? Looks like a kid, like a kindergartner drew this, bro. But this is literally just me, like, so angry and so mad that I'm holding the pen like this and just like drawing whatever I can, bro. And you can see like the notebook is all like wrinkly and stuff, and that's because I literally just like take my pen and I just like stab the notebook, bro. Like, the amount of emotions that I feel, I don't know if other traders feel this, but I get very overwhelmed, and it's mainly a combination of anger, anger at myself because I'm the one that messed it up and I did things that I wasn't supposed to do, and with a mixture of sadness because it's like, bro, like, you keep doing the same shit over and over again, and like, you're making this take longer than it needs to, and you know what needs to be done, but for some reason you just fall victim to those bad habits every time. Not every time, but like repeatedly, like the cycle continues. And every time that cycle continues, it makes the feeling worse every time, even if it's just by a little bit, because you know that, like, I literally just went through this and here I am doing it again. So it's like, what did I even learn? Or like, what's the point? And that's where that is where I would say most traders give up. At least the ones that got past that first stage of like, okay, like, this is what I want to do. Then they start going into those negative cycles of doing the same thing over and over again, and it gets to a point where people just can't take it anymore because they're like, I just can't control myself. I can't grasp this. I keep doing the same stuff over and over again, and I can't take it anymore. And I have literally had those thoughts in my head before where it's like, I don't want to feel this way anymore, because that, when you blow your account, or when you don't follow your rules and you do something that you knew you weren't supposed to do, that amount of emotional and mental pain is just like so, it's honestly like unbearable, bro. Like, I can't, if you're not a trader, you're not gonna understand the pain I'm talking about. But if you are a trader and you have like some experience, then you know exactly what I'm talking about. That pain is just very, it's just like, it's demoralizing, and it really like has you like questioning your worth, bro. Like, it's crazy how how much pain you can be feeling inside without no external like signs. And it's like, it's really crazy to me how like physically there's nothing wrong with you, but like my girlfriend wakes up and I'm over here when I just blew my account, and like she doesn't even know like all these things that I just explained are going on in my head, and she's just trying to like carry on with her day, and I'm doing my best not to like let how I'm feeling and let those emotions, let that anger and sadness affect her, because she didn't do anything. So, and it's very hard to like balance that. And I will say it's not easy, because sometimes I do like let my feelings from trading spill into my everyday life, and it ruins like my days, and it ruins like whenever I do something bad, I don't even want to like it gets to a point where like my stress and like my emotions like make me like not even want to eat. Like it's not even like enjoyable for me to eat. And even though I may be even though I may be hungry, I just don't want to eat, and it's like I don't even want to do anything. Um and that is just like obviously not healthy at all for your mental health, because you still, even though you do some one thing bad, like trading bad, you still have other things you have to do throughout your day. Like me, I still have to go to the gym, but whenever I um, do something bad in trading, I don't even want to go to the gym. I don't want to do anything except just like sleep until the next day, until the market opens again. Like that's the only thing I can think about whenever I do something wrong. It's just usually I'll get like, either I'll blow an account or I'll get locked out of my account for the day, and it's like the only thing I can think about is that next opportunity to trade, which would be tomorrow. And then it's like, damn, like I have to wait until tomorrow to trade again, and that you can't even enjoy your day. Like, your day is just ruined, because all you can think about are the fuck ups that you made and trading tomorrow. Like, those are the only two things on your mind throughout the whole entire day. And it really takes a big toll on your mental health and your happiness in life, because you can't even enjoy the beauty of life when the only thing you're focusing on is your trading and your negative habits that you performed either that morning or that week. um, and I forgot what I was even talking about, but what was I talking about? Oh yeah. So yeah, just um, really do your best to try not to let those around you be affected by your trading emotions, because uh, they didn't do anything to deserve that, right? And it's also just good to try and don't make trading your life. And I feel like I have done that, and it really negatively affects my life because trading is such like a center focus in my life that whenever trading doesn't go as planned, it's like everything else crumbles. So um, don't do that. And what else? What else can I talk about? Mm, I don't know. I guess just don't give up. And as simple as it sounds, you will reach a point in your journey, and I guess the most basic way to put it is rock bottom. You will reach that point in your journey where you have messed up repeatedly. You lost everything, and I mean everything, and you really question yourself and you say, is this really worth it? Or is this really what I want to do? Because trading has negatively affected my life so bad to the point where I don't even know how I'm going to make next month's rent or how I'm going to eat next month. And like that's really the situation for most people, I'd say, but a lot of people just don't talk about it. And you will reach that point in your journey. And I'm not saying you have to, and it's not mandatory that you do, but most people do, and I think that is like a very like deciding moment where um, that is where a trader is born, because either they give up and they quit, or they're like, if I don't change now, then then like then who knows what's gonna happen, right? Um, some people do take breaks as well, which also can be good for your mental health, just to take a break and come back. Um, but yeah, a lot of people reach that like rock bottom kind of like breaking point, and most people give up. But as long as you don't give up, um, as long as you keep attempting to gain control over your alter ego, and just you really just it's really just every day, every day, man. It's just like a wrestling match. It's like me now, and then like the me I see in the camera right now. It's like me, I'm literally like staring at myself every morning, and it's like, all right, who am I going to listen to today? And that is what determines, um, that is what separates profitable traders from unprofitable traders, because they choose to listen to the good side, because they have listened to the bad side long enough that they know not to listen to the bad side. And in the beginning, um, the bad side is a lot more tempting, because you fall victim to um, the, well, it's different for everyone, but for me, I fall victim to the greed and like the vision of being able to change everything so quickly, because you can make so much money um, from the markets, like, and not only that, but there's like always opportunity to get it. You can always push the button. Like there's no like um, the only thing stopping you from pushing the button is you. And that is another like mental battle that you have to win every day, only pushing the button when you're supposed to, whenever your rules align. And dude, there's so many like just miniature battles that you have to win every single day that you trade. And you hear my stomach, I have not eaten yet. It's not that late, it's like 10. But yeah, the mental battles throughout the day that you're trading, all it takes is one slip up, one loss, one mental battle loss is all it takes to ruin a month's worth of progress. Like, can you imagine that? For 3 weeks straight, you're doing everything you're supposed to do, you're following your rules, you're managing risk, and you're about to end the month profitable. You're like, damn, like, I'm progressing finally, I'm really doing it now. And then the last week, everything just goes downhill, and it's all because you over leveraged on one trade. That one single trade, that one single mental battle between, oh, I already made this much this month, and I might as well just throw on a little bit more risk. So you do that, you lose, boom. Now you lost more than you should have, and now you're feeling emotional because you lost more than you should have. So now you're like, okay, well, I'm just gonna try and get this back. And then traders, you know how the rest of that story goes. But that just goes to show how one single mental battle loss can cause so much damage. And in this business, you really need to have 100% focus 100% of the time, and not a lot of people can do that. Which is why it takes a lot of experience to get over yourself, and to really make this work. It's been almost 30 minutes. If you're still watching this video, you probably are just relating to everything that I say. So, what a journey it has been, right? But we're still here. That's all that matters. I don't really... Okay, I'm getting really hungry. Yeah, I still need to go to the gym. I don't really know what else to say. That was kind of everything on my mind that I wanted to talk about. Yeah, that's pretty much it for now, at least. Let me see. Give me like 10 seconds to see if I can think of anything else. No, I can't really think of anything else right now. But yeah, just leave this video with a last note. I would say, take care of yourself, bro, because you gotta realize, just step away from the charts, step away from trading, and realize that trading is not everything. When you do something bad in trading, when you blow an account, I know it feels like the end of the world. It feels like, what's the point of like not what's the point of living, but like what is the point of like how can I word this? I'm not like S word, but like it gets to a point where like what is the point anymore? Um like when your life is so primarily focused on trading, then and you keep doing it wrong, you keep messing up, it will just like have you questioning like what am I even doing with my life? Like what am I doing? And I keep doing the same thing over and over again, and it's just like, why do I continue to do this? What is the point? Um and the point is that you love it, and you can't like that's just you're a trader, bro. Like dude, that's like you just face the fact that this is what you're gonna do. So either you pick your shit up and you fix it and you stop doing the same dumb shit that leads you to having these mental lows, or you keep doing the same dumb shit and you just suffer for the rest of your life. And that is like the choice that you are faced with every single day. It's like, okay, when you step in front of the charts, do you want to suffer? Do you want to regret what you did today after the fact? Or do you want to have a good day, follow your rules, practice your good habits, and win or lose, you're satisfied with the results because you did what you were supposed to do. So are you going to do what you know you're not supposed to do, or are you going to do what you're supposed to do? That is the choice that you're faced with every day that you're in front of the charts. And that's really it. Every day. That is the main battle being fought. And within that, that's like the army versus the army is like doing what you're supposed to do and doing what you're not supposed to do. And then that's like an army of like 1,000 soldiers fighting. And then each little like mental battle of like, oh, should I over leverage? Oh, should I take this setup even though it's not my setup? Those small battles are like the soldiers fighting each other one on one. And there's just like 1,000 of those going on every day that you're in front of the charts. And that was a pretty good analogy of like that was like a good way to put it. But yeah, the main battle is doing what you're supposed to do, practicing good habits, or falling victim to your impulses and doing what you know you're not supposed to do. That's the battle every day that you're faced with. And every time you lose that battle, it can be hard, but you just can't. My advice to end this video off, I'm going to give you 5 things. We'll say 5 things. So number 1, whenever you make a mistake, journal it and learn from that mistake. Reverse engineer your thought process, what you did, and why you did it. Reverse engineer and be honest with yourself. You can't lie to yourself, because if you lie, then you're not doing any good for yourself. You're only making it worse. So be honest with yourself and really go deep into your head, go deep into your thoughts. Why? Just keep asking why, and I guarantee you'll find an answer within yourself. So figure out your mistakes and what is causing them, and find the solution to fix those. Number 2, do not be so hard. Oh my God. Number 2, do not be so hard on yourself when you do it wrong, because you are trying to do the hardest thing in the world, which is mastering yourself. And you don't want to be beating yourself up for failing at doing the hardest thing in the world. I forgot what I was gonna say, but yeah, you don't want to be beating yourself up, bro. It's not like, and you're human. That's what I was gonna say. You're a human being. You're going to make mistakes, and you just can't. It's just not gonna be. It's not gonna be beneficial for you to be constantly negative about yourself. Because like I said, like I gave the analogy earlier. Let's say you have like like I said, with a friend, and they're talking so much shit to you, and like you're not gonna be okay with it. But when you're talking shit to yourself, it's all of a sudden it's okay. Like, it's not okay. So don't be so hard on yourself when you mess up. Because like I said, all you have is you, and if you are your only supporter, and your only supporter is not supporting you, then who else is left to support you? Who else is going to be there for you when you break your rules? Who else is going to be there for you when you blow your account and you're feeling like shit and you don't even know what to do anymore? Who's going to be there for you if you're not there for yourself? No one. So don't beat yourself up. You know, just be nice to yourself. Be nice. Be nice to your alter ego, because your alter ego, or the other half of you, the bad side of you, is the reason that you keep fucking up. So don't beat that bad side up. Don't give them all that negative attention, all that negative emotion, because that's what they want. That's what they feed off of, and they, as in that bad side, that bad half of you, that the impulsive, greedy, that side of you, they feed off of that negative emotion and reaction that the good side of you gives it. So what else? Don't tell people that you trade. That one's pretty obvious. But even if you do good, let's say you have a good week, and you're like, oh, I want to tell, like, maybe I'll like tell my mom or my family about this. No, don't do it, bro. Don't do it until you're consistently making money, at least for 3 to 6 months, just so that you can have something to go back on, not just like a one-hit wonder. And then because then what will happen is that you do really good, and then you tell them like, oh yeah, like I did this, and then all of a sudden you do really bad, and then you're like, damn. And then the outside sources, they're like, oh, he just got lucky. But you, as a trader, you know that trading is not luck. Even if you're even attempting to succeed in this entrepreneur journey, you know that success is not luck. So just that fact of them saying like you just got lucky, like, bro, whenever I hear people say like, oh, maybe he just got lucky or you just got lucky, that actually like pisses me off so much, bro, because they just don't understand. But yeah, that's 3. What else? Number 4, don't make trading your main purpose in life, especially in the beginning, because that will just ruin your mental health and ruin your state of happiness. So have other things outside of trading to focus on, to build on, and don't let trading have so much power over your life. Like me, I'm still trying to like I still have like bad days in trading, and then like I will let that affect the rest of my day, which is not good, because like, bro, there's so much life outside of the charts, outside of trading. So I'm still trying to learn that myself. But one more thing would be One more thing. One more thing, I guess, just to find like-minded people who go through the same journey as you. Like myself, like I created my Discord over a year ago. When I around the time when I first started trading, just to like find other people, other traders. Um, but it was never for like the purpose of like what I'm doing now. Of like, I mean, I'm not really doing anything different now. But like, it was never like I never really put like too much thought into like how beneficial it could be. I kind of just was like, oh, like yeah, I'll start a Discord for like any other traders. I think that'd be cool. But like, I think it's very important to have other people around you who know what you're going through, because as a trader, no one knows what you're going through except other traders, other people who have experienced it themselves, even people who have invested and they consider themselves traders. They're not an actual trader, but I can throw some money in Tesla and consider myself a trader. Like, that's not trading, right? I mean, like, trying to make this your full time, this is what you're gonna do. That is like the journey to doing that is what I'm talking about. Other people who have also gone through that or are going through that, and you can help build each other up. I have like people in my Discord and other people I found on YouTube and online that I connect with, and just like talking about our struggles, it really helps like ease some of that tension and some of that like anger I have on myself, because it helps me feel better, like this isn't the end of the world, you know, like it's okay that it's not okay, it's let me word this right. It's okay that I messed up. Like, it's not the end of the world, but I still have to it's not okay to where it can keep happening over and over again. I still have to do the work that needs to be done. So make sure that when you're talking to other people about like your struggles and stuff, you also talk about like how you're gonna fix it and what you're gonna do to better yourself. Not just be like, oh yeah, I blew my account too, haha. Like, no, you have to figure out like what you did wrong, and learn from it. Because if you're not learning from those that pain and suffering, then it's just going to keep repeating and getting worse and feeling worse. So, yep, 45-minute video of me just straight talking. You guys should enjoy this one. But there's Gardner outside, so I'm gonna end the video here. I hope, like I said, I think this will be the most important video on my YouTube channel ever, and I will probably watch this video in like 5 years, 10 years, and just reminisce on these times, and yeah, I feel like any time that I'm teaching in the future, I can always refer back to this video to help my students or help other traders feel, you know, slightly better, and kind of push them forward if they need that little push to keep going forward. Because I know sometimes I could have definitely used some sort of motivation or push forward, but I didn't have that. So I did have it actually. I had ICT Twitter Spaces. I listen to those a lot, and they do help a lot. So if you haven't listened to those, if you don't listen to those, I highly recommend you listen to those. It doesn't really matter which one. You kind of cover psychology on all of them, but yeah, this video I will never forget this video. And yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this one, and I hope that I changed at least one person's legacy with this video, meaning that I stopped one person from reaching their full potential as a trader. I mean, I stopped someone from giving up, basically. I just like, this is what they needed, and I was able to provide them with that little push that they needed. So as long as I can do that for one person, I'll be satisfied. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me stop wasting time. Hope you enjoyed this video. Today is August 9th, 2024. Probably should have said that at the beginning of the video, but you'll see how when it was posted on YouTube. But yeah, I can't wait to see what my future looks like. And when I look back on this video in the future, I'm just gonna say, I already know I'm just gonna say like, oh man, like I miss those times where I was still trying to figure things out, because once I figure it all out, then it'll be all sunshine and rainbows. But this journey, this process, even though it's very stressful and very very stressful, I know that it's still like just trying to like figure myself out and work towards a better me and work towards that success. I know like that is very entertaining, or at least my future self sees it as very entertaining, because you are already like done with that. So I'm trying to enjoy it the best I can, but it's not very easy. So yeah, well, I'm in the video here. So let me know in the comments if you learned anything, or if you can relate to anything that I said, or anything. If you just want to talk about your struggles, I think it's always good to just express them, get them out, whether you can do it in my comments or in a journal, a personal journal, either one. But it's just good to let it out. But I need to go to the gym, so till next time, be safe.